Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I was on Trendmood just a few hours ago and I realized that LIMECRIME had announced that they are launching a new Venus palette. This is going to be one of their 8-pan Venus palettes. This time this is called the Venus Vivids palette, and it is essentially a palette that I would call a rainbow palette because it is essentially a palette that is comprised of a whole bunch of different colors, and I figured I might as well do a tutorial or a makeup look inspired by the shades in the palettes. However, using the shades that I own in my own makeup collection. So this look right here is a product of that video idea or that theme that I had going on in my head. This is actually something that I do quite regularly on my channel. If you're new to my channel, then this sort of video format might not be familiar to you, but whenever I see like a new eyeshadow palette or anything of that nature, a lot of times I try and think of ways I can create a similar effect using shades or using products that I already own. Sometimes it takes a lot of mixing and matching, but I do this video series not necessarily to bash on new releases or to say you shouldn't be buying this new release because of this or that. I just want to encourage you guys to look within your own makeup collections before necessarily feeling the pressure to purchase a new makeup product. But yes, with that being said, if you're interested in seeing how I created this look and if you're interested in seeing how I basically was able to find similar colors in my collection to this palette, then of course keep on watching. So my sister got me a travel-sized version of the new Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. Sorry, I have the hiccups, so if for the duration of this video you see me hiccuping, please don't judge me. There it goes again. Oh my goodness, this is so awkward. But I am going to be trying it today. I don't think you're supposed to use a lot. So I'm literally just going to apply this with my fingers and see how it goes. I hope that this will be a product that I end up loving because I have mentioned a lot how I just want an eye primer that is light colored, that is opaque, and I hope that this is it. You know what? I'm just gonna take a little bit more, just a smidge, and apply that as well. And then to help me out with that, I'm gonna take a brush and just lightly blend the color in. I definitely think that a lot of the colors in the Venus palette can be duped with the James Charles and Morphe palette. You have a lot of shades in here, there's a lot to choose from, and I definitely think that there's some potential. The color Luxe is actually not a matte. In fact, both of the yellow shades in this palette are shimmery shades. However, I actually do not have anything in my collection that is shimmery and a true yellow. All I have are mattes. So I'm just going to dip into this color right here, and I'm just going to use it I'm just going to use it as a potential dupe. We'll just see how it works. Concentrate on applying the yellow color in the inner portion of my eyelid. I'll be better with you. And maybe my crease as well. I'll be better with you. Now that I got it. However, I most definitely need to do a brow bone highlight. I'm just going to dip into this color right here and just use that. Sometimes I forget to do this, and honestly I do believe this is one of those days. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to reach for this green color right here, which I think is a good alternative for the shade Limelight. I'm pretty much pushing this color right into the center portion of my eyelid. If I'm being honest, you're all that I wanted, 'cause you make me wanna change. I broke a few hearts or two. Now I'm gonna. The one caveat that I'm seeing so far with this eyeshadow primer, by the way, is that it does crease, and I feel like that's normal for eyeshadow primers when it comes to me. So far, almost every single eyeshadow primer has creased, because if I look directly at the camera, you can definitely see my eyes naturally crease, and so any product that I apply on top will do that. So that's just my little observation there. Now we have the shade Betty, which is a beautiful blue color. I was looking at this palette and I was trying to find something that would match it. I'm thinking if I mix these two colors together, this dark one and this really brilliant light one, then I'll get a good, I would say, alternative for that shade. I'm applying this color right into the outer portion of my eye look. During the initial application, I'm pretty much just stamping the color on. I'm not necessarily concerned about blending at this stage. For that, I'm going to take another brush. This time I'm using a clean one, and I'm going to lightly diffuse the edges of that blue. Then I'm going to take a little bit of a larger, more fluffy brush. I'm going to dip into these two colors, just mix them together, and I'm going to just apply the color directly into my crease area, my outer crease, if you will. I just wanna get this right. No, I'm not a raw martyr. Nothing ever seems. I'm going to go back in with this flat brush and just like diffuse that line between the green and the blue a little bit more. I'll be better with you. I mean, I'm good if it doesn't look completely blended out, but I still want the colors to sort of mesh in together a little bit more seamlessly. Okay, so now moving on to my face, I'm going to go in with a highlighter. This one is one of the Tarte Amazonian Clay highlighters, and this is in the shade Exposed. Looking at this look, I am trying to decide whether or not I want to make this look completely cool toned and just stick to that, or if I want to introduce some warmth into my lower lash line. I'm not quite sure what I want to do just yet. I'm also going to use a little bit of this bronzer from Milani just to carve out my face and give it some structure. Alright, so for my lower lash line, I'm thinking I want to try and find a color that's similar to Sassy, that beautiful, bright, vibrant pink color. I think I'll just apply that color all around my lower lash line and maybe add a little bit of yellow into my inner corner as well. So this color from the James Charles palette, in my mind, is very similar to Sassy. So I'm just going to take it on a brush and lightly apply it. I would say like just dab it first, but then try and blend it into my lower lash line. I'm also going to dip back into this yellow color and apply some of it into the inner portion of my lower lash line as well. I think maybe I'll use my finger to try and help myself out in this respect. With a lot of yellows, especially this particular one, I find that a lot of times it is quite helpful for me to alternate between using my fingers and using an actual brush. In this case, I'm just using my ring finger to place the color where I want it to be a little bit more vivid, and then I'm using the brush to make it look a little bit more seamless. I do feel like I'm pretty much solid so far with the eyeshadow, so I'm going to move on, apply some mascara and some false lashes, and I'll be right back so we can do the lip color. For lips, I was kind of in between a pink, but then again, I do pink so often, so I was thinking I would do a nude liquid lipstick, and then on top, I could do like this beautiful coppery gloss. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade number 2 Nudie Patootie. And this lip product right here is from Bite Beauty, and this is their cream lip gloss in the shade Champagne Pearl. So I'm going to do the liquid lipstick first and then the lip gloss right on top. Can't help myself. I like myself way more when you're by my side. Alright, so that's an option. However, I don't know if I'm all that satisfied with the combination of the lip look and the eye look. I just feel like I mean, I know this sounds ridiculous, but I feel like it's just washing me out because I feel like the eye look needs something a little bit more bright. So I'm going to take this off. I think that the color I really want to use is from Sephora. This is one of their cream lip stains, and this is in the shade number 14. This is like a matte purple color. I love it. I'll be better with you, now that I got it. I admit I like this kind of combination a lot better. I feel like this is more my speed. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same lip gloss on top though because I really want to use it and I really like it. It's just I feel like with the other lip gloss or the other liquid lipstick, this lip gloss was just not the combination I wanted. So I'm just gonna add this. Now this lip gloss is quite opaque, so you can see it's kind of changing the color. Alright, this pretty much completes this entire makeup tutorial inspired by the new Venus Vivids palette from LIMECRIME. This is random, I know, but I just really like the combination of the eye look and the lip look. I mean, this is a bold lip, but for some reason I've really been loving integrating bold lips into my colorful makeup looks, as you guys probably already know by watching my channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found this look as like pretty as I think it is. Oh yeah, by the way, here's my like sort of well, not like all the way constructed opinion because I just tried this primer once and this was that one time, but so far I'm liking this primer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have yet to try it again, obviously, but I will be doing some sort of mention about this primer in the future. You'll probably see it in a few more videos because I do want to get my opinion on it. It did still crease, however I do think that like right now the creasing doesn't look as bad, so I still have to construct my opinions on this primer, but so far the slight opinion that I do have is quite favorable. If you can see, the yellow shadow does look quite vibrant, so sometimes with like primers that are not the best, if you layer and delayer pigments on top, it just looks like bad and it starts falling apart, but like this yellow layered really nicely on top of this primer. But yeah, that is it. If you're interested in seeing more on my channel, I will have put some videos and playlists in the cards, and right at the end of this video you'll also see some suggested videos as well. If you're interested in checking me out, my channel is down below for your enjoyment and for your I would say convenience. I do videos every single day and I talk a lot about makeup, consumerism, the industry. I also like to talk a little bit about makeup history as well, which is like a new topic that I'm really excited about. So if you're interested in any of that, check out my channel down below. And with that, thank you so much for watching till the end, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.